हेलो एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू अनदर वीडियो फार्मा रिसर्चर। तो आज मैं आपके साथ डिस्कस करूंगा जीपैट 2022 ईयर का क्वेश्चन पेपर। तो ये वीडियो इस जीपैट प्रीवियस ईयर क्वेश्चन पेपर्स की सीरीज़ की लास्ट वीडियो होने वाली है। तो चलिए स्टार्ट करते हैं इस वीडियो को। सो इन द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन we have to match the list 1 with list 2. List 1 contains the mechanism of action and the list 2 contains the drugs. So for the first option, that is DPP4 inhibitor, it correctly matches with option number S, that is 10-L-gliptin. For KATP, it correctly matches with option number R, that is glimepiride. For PPAR gamma activator, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is pioglitazone. And for AMPK activator, it correctly matches with option number P, metformin. So option number C is correct for this question. Next question is, it is again a match the following type question. So there are list 1 and list 2. In the list 1, the first option is phase 1. So it correctly matches with option number R, that is first in human dose. Then the second option, that is phase 0, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is microdosing. For phase 3, it correctly matches with option number S, that is multicentric trials. And for phase 4, it correctly matches with option number P, that is post-marketing surveillance. So option B is correct for this question. Now next question is, which of the following statements are correct regarding the alkylating agents as anti-cancer agents? So there are 4 statements. We have to choose the correct statement among them. So first statement is, they get converted into highly nucleophilic anions and bind to the nitrogen atom of guanine, intercalating the DNA strands. Statement 2 is, cyclophosphosulfane belongs to this class. Third statement is, they inhibit the DNA synthesis by inhibiting the DNA polymerase enzyme. And the fourth statement is, they inhibit the DNA supercoiling by irreversibly inhibiting the DNA topoisomerase enzyme. Now we have to choose the correct answer from these statements. So the correct answer for this is option B, that is only one first statement, second and third statement. These 3 statements are true regarding the alkylating agents. Then next question is again match the following question. In this, the list 1 contains the drugs and the list 2 contains the classes. So for the first drug, that is anakinra, it correctly matches with option number T, that is IL-1 receptor antagonist. For vasiliximab, it correctly matches with option number P, that is IL-2 receptor antagonist. For infliximab, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is TNF alpha inhibitors. And for tacrolimus, it correctly matches with option number R, that is calcineurin inhibitors. So option number D is correct for this question. Next question is, which of the following is a malignant type of tumor? And the correct answer is option number C, melanoma is a malignant type of tumor. Next question is, in human body, which system operates to maintain pH of blood plasma? And the correct answer is option number D, the carbonic acid. The next question is, blood grouping is basically possible because of the presence of following. And the correct answer is option number A, antigens on RBCs. Next question is, the objective of the abbreviated new drug application is to, and the correct answer is option number C, get market approval of generics. Next question is, which of the following could be the reason for pharmacokinetic drug interactions? So there are different statements, like first is interference with absorption, second is changes in protein binding, third is competition at receptor sites, and fourth is interference with renal excretion. Now we have to choose the correct answer from the options given below, and the correct answer is option number B, that is statement 1, statement 2 and statement 4 are correct. The next question is formation and maintenance of myelin sheath around CNS axons are done by, and the correct answer is option B, oligodendrocytes. The next question is which of the following statement is true for the periosteum of bone? So the correct answer is option number D. All these statements are true. So the first statement, which is in option A, is protects the bone by assisting in fracture repair. B is has osteogenic cells which enable bone to grow in thickness but not in length. Statement C is it is composed of an outer fibrous layer of dense irregular connective tissue and an inner osteogenic layer that consists of cells. So all these statements are true and the correct answer is option D. Next question is which of the following clinical feature is not responsible for insulin resistance in type 2 diabetes? And the correct answer is option B, increased HDL, high density lipoprotein. Next question is which of the following is a specific enzyme marker of cell death in acute myocardial infarction? And the correct answer is option number B, aspartate aminotransferase. Next question is nitric oxide synthase exists in, and the correct answer is option B, it exists in 3 isoforms. Okay, so next question is viable cells are assayed by all of the following methods except, and the correct answer is option B, apoptosis assay. So viable cells are not assayed by apoptosis assay. Next question is which of the following statements are true with the adverse drug reactions? The first statement is any response to a drug which is noxious and unintended. Second is which occurs at doses normally used in men for prophylaxis, diagnosis or therapy of a disease. Third is adverse drug event is same as that of adverse drug reaction. Fourth is which occurs or overdose when used for prophylaxis, diagnosis or therapy of a disease. Now choose the correct answer from the options given below. And the correct answer is option number A, that is the and statement 2 are true and statement 3 and statement 4 are false. Next question is which of the statement is true in geriatric practice? And the correct answer is option number D, that is polypharmacy is often a problem in elderly. Next question is the up and down method for a projected LD50 determination is described in the, and the correct answer is option D, it is described in OECD guideline 425. Next question is match list 1 with list 2. List 1 contains the poisoning and the list 2 contains the treatment. So for the first poisoning, that is warfarin poisoning, so it correctly matches with option number R, that is vitamin K. For carbon monoxide, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is oxygen. For cyanide, it correctly matches with option number S, that is dicobalt. And for nitrites, it correctly matches with option number T, that is methylene blue. And for organophosphates, it correctly matches with option number P, that is pralidoxin. So option number A is correct for this question. So next question is which of the following are not true about Parkinson's disease? So from these statements, only the fourth statement is not true about Parkinson's disease, that is Parkinson's disease is caused by the degenerative loss of nigrostriatal cholinergic neurons. So and all these statements are true. So next question is Tendon rupture or tendonitis of Achilles tendon is an adverse reaction of, and the correct answer is option A, fluoroquinolones. Quinolones. Next question is regarding bromocriptine, which of the following statement is true? Statement 1 is it is a relatively selective dopamine D2 agonist with prominent action on pituitary lectotrophs. Second is in striatum. Third is in CTZ. Fourth is as an adjunctive treatment for type 2 diabetes mellitus. Now the correct answer for this question is option number A, that is statement 1, statement 2 and statement 4 are true. Next question is reason for the combination of diphenoxylate 2.5 mg with atropine 0.025 mg is to, and the correct answer is to discourage abuse of diphenoxylate. Next question is which of the following type is a reversible cell injury, and the correct answer is nuclear clumping. So it is a type of reversible cell injury. Next question is a neonate suffering from icterus is intravenously administered with phenobarbital. The justification for this therapy is, and the correct answer for this is option D, that is phenobarbital induces hepatic glucuronil transferase and increases clearance of bilirubin. Next question is the quadrupole therapy of Helicobacter pylori infection induces, and the correct answer is option A, bismuth subsalicylate, metronidazole, tetracycline, and a proton pump inhibitor. Next question is when RBCs are kept in isotonic NaCl solution, then, and the correct answer is option B, then the RBC shape and size will not change. Next question is which statement are not true about the grafts? So the statement 3 and statement 4 are true about the grafts, that is allografts are those in which the donor is of the same species but of different genotype, and xenografts are those in which the donor is of different species from that of the recipient. So these statements are true regarding grafts, but the question is which are not true. So statement 1 and 2 are not true. So option B is correct for this question. Next question is at the site of tissue injury, the activated platelet releases ADP and activates surrounding platelets to form platelet plug, but this process will not continue to activate whole platelets in the body to form a massive wall of platelets because, and the correct answer is option A, because the adjacent cells physiologically release NO, which is a platelet inhibitor. The next question is a patient with pheochromocytoma is undergoing surgery and has not been administered with alpha receptor blocker. If he is administered with intravenous propranolol, then which of the following effects will be evident? And the correct answer for this question is option number A, that is there will be rise in. Next question is Diosyn, which is a steroidal saponin glycoside of Dioscorea tubers, it after hydrolysis gives, and the correct answer is option D. It gives on hydrolysis diosgenin plus 1 glucose and 2 rhamnose. Next question is rancidity in the fixed oils generally show, and the correct answer is option B, generally show higher acid value as compared to the standards. Next question is one of the following is an example of chemical method of evaluation, and the correct answer is option C, that is detection of alkaloids. Next question is Star spots present in the transverse section of decorticated rhubarb rhizomes are, and the correct answer is option C, concentric vascular bundles. Next question is, the best quality of lemon oil is obtained by using, and the correct answer is option D, by using hand press method. Next question is, type of colchicum, and the correct answer is option alkaloids. Next question is, HPTLC analysis is useful for following types of analysis of herbal drugs. So the correct answer is option 1, 2 and 3, not 4. So first is quantitative estimation of marker compounds, authentication of extracts, and detection of pesticides. So HPTLC analysis is useful in these type of analysis, not for standardization of herbal drugs. So option number D is correct for this question. Next question is, anthranilic acid is an immediate precursor in the formation of, and the correct answer is option B, tryptophan. Next question is, which of the following are true for routine? So the statement one is routine is a bioflavonoid. Second is routine is a flavanol glycoside. Third is routine capillary bleeding, and used as vitamin P. So choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the correct answer is option D, that all these statements are true regarding the routine. So next question is, tropane nuclease is combination of, and the correct answer is option A, it is a combination of pyrrolidine and piperidine derivatives, means pyrrolidine and piperidine rings. Next question is, according to the n+1 rule, what would be the multiplicities of the signals in the proton NMR spectrum of 1,1-dibromomethane? And the correct answer is option B, the quartet and doublet. Next question is, according to Mohr method, the silver nitrate solution can be standardized against primary standard grade. And the correct answer is sodium chloride. Next question is, potential at the equivalence point for a redox reaction AOX1 plus VRED2 in a reversible form BOX2 plus ARED1. So the correct answer for this question is option A, that is E is equal in brackets B E1 to naught plus A E2 naught all divided by A plus B. So option A is correct for this question. Next question is, back titration method is useful for, so it is useful for volatile substances, for insoluble substances, for the substances for which a quantitative reaction proceeds rapidly only in the presence of excess of the reagent, and back titration method is useful for the fourth one also, that is substances that require heating with a volumetric reagent during the determination in which decomposition or loss of the reactants would occur in the process. So option D is correct for this question, means all these statements are true for this, for the back titration method. Next question is, match list 1 with list 2. List 1 contains buffers and list 2 contains the pH value. So for the first buffer, that is HCl and KCl, it correctly matches with option number R, that is it's 1.2 to 2.2. For HCl and potassium hydrogen phthalate, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is 2.0.
For NaOH and potassium hydrogen phthalate, it correctly matches with option number S, that is 5.8. And for H2BO3 positive, NaOH and KCl, it correctly matches with option number P, that is 8 to 10. So option number B is correct for this question. Next question is, so it is a numerical based question, that is boric acid with molecular weight 61.83 was partitioned between water and amyl alcohol at 25 degrees Celsius. The amount of boric acid was determined to be 0.24 gram in 250 ml of amyl alcohol and 0.32 gram in water. So the partition coefficient of boric acid between water and amyl alcohol when calculated at molar concentration for each of the solution is, and the correct answer is option D, 3.33. Next question is, match list 1 with list 2. List 1 contains symbol and list 2 contains the term. So the first symbol, so it correctly matches with option number Q, that is electrical conductance. For second option, it correctly matches with option number, that is equivalent conductance. For third option, it correctly matches with option number P, that is specific conductance. And for the fourth option, it correctly matches with option R, that is specific conductance. So option B is correct for this question. Next question is, again match list 1 with list 2. List 1 contains a volumetric solution and list 2 contains the primary standard. So for the first volumetric solution, that is 0.1 molar iodine, it correctly matches with option number S, that is arsenic trioxide. For second option, that is 0.1 molar sodium thiosulfate, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is potassium bromate. For 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide, it correctly matches with option number R, that is potassium hydrogen phthalate. For 0.1 molar perchloric acid, it correctly matches with option number T, that is potassium hydrogen phthalate. So option number A is correct for this. Next question is, benzene theoretically can have number of possible fundamental absorption bands in the IR spectrum, and the correct answer is option A, 30. Next question is, the titration of a strong acid with strong base is represented by plot, and the correct answer for this question is option A. That means this plot represents the titration of a strong acid with strong base. The next question is, match the statement in list 1 with the correct answers in list 2 according to the first law of thermodynamics, modified first law of thermodynamics. So in the list 1, first option is constant heat, that is Q equals to 0, and it correctly matches with option number R, that is adiabatic. For reversible process at constant temperature, dt equals to 0, it correctly matches with option number P, that is isothermal. For constant volume, that is dV equals to 0, it correctly matches with option number Q, that is isometric. And for constant pressure, it correctly matches with option number S, that is isobar. So option number C is correct for this question. Next question is, identify the functional groups from the below mentioned options that lead to weakening of benzoic acid. First is OH, second is chloride, third is NH2, and fourth is NO2. So the correct answer is option B, that is option 1 and option 3. Next question is,
the main product formed in this reaction is, so the main product which is formed is option number C. The next question is the set of specific reagents used in the above mentioned synthesis of N-butyl toluene from N-propyl M-toluene ketone is, and the correct answer is option number C, that is NH2NH2 and NaOH. Next question is when alkenes are epoxidized with optically active pair acids, optically active epoxides are formed under the same defined conditions. Epoxidation of E-but2ene by camphoric acid affords unequal yields of enantiomeric epoxides. However, a similar epoxidation of Z-but2ene can only afford, and the correct answer is option B, mesoepoxide. Next question is isobutene upon bromination under the influence of ultraviolet light at 127 degrees Celsius affords the following major product. And the correct answer is option number D, that is terbutyl bromide. Next question is identify which statement among the following is true in case of E2 and SN2. And the correct answer is option B, that is primary substitution undergoes slow elimination and fast substitution. Next question is in the case of halogenation reaction of alkanes, abstract of primary hydrogen yields a primary radical and abstract of secondary hydrogen yields a secondary radical. So the reaction is given. So this above example is of, and the correct answer is option B, that is low reactivity and high selectivity. Next question is phenol upon treatment with bromine in the presence of carbon disulfide at 0 degrees Celsius yields, and the correct answer is option A, for bromophenol. It is bromophenol. The next question is identify the major product formed in the given reaction from the four choices listed below. And the correct answer is option A, that is S positive 2-methyl butanoic acid. Next question is among the following organic compounds, the one that is non-aromatic is, and the correct answer is option D, this compound is non-aromatic. This is aromatic, and these first three options are aromatic. Fourth one is non-aromatic. Next question is when 100 ml of 0.1 molar sodium hydroxide solution is added to 100 ml of 0.1 molar acetic acid, pH of the solution will be, and the correct answer is option D, 8.7. Next question is insertion of an oxygen in a carbonyl compound to form an ester is known as, and the correct answer is option A, Baeyer-Williger oxidation. Next question is identify the product formed when 2-cholesterol is treated with Vr2, and the correct answer is option B, 2-beta 3-alpha dibromocholesterol. Next question is controlled alkylation of a ketone by an enamine intermediate is named as, and the correct answer is option C, Stork reaction. Next question is the major product formed in the given NOR synthesis is, and the correct answer is option A. The next question is identify the correct descending order of strength of nucleophilic solvents from the below given options, and the correct answer is option D, first methanol, then acetic acid, then formic acid, then trifluoroethyl alcohol. Next question is ethyl ketozosin is a 6,7 benzomorphin derivative with receptor selectivity. So the correct answer for this question is option number C, opioid. Next question is, in the determination of configuration of glucose, Fischer subjected minus aravinose to Ruff's degradation. The 4-carbon sugar obtained by the degradation process was, and the correct answer is option C, minus erythrose, negative erythrose. The next question is, optically active mandelic acid can be synthesized from benzaldehyde in the presence of the enzyme, and the correct answer is option C, emulsin. The next question is, the given structure is of, this is the structure of ephedrine. So this structure is ephedrine. So option this question. Next question is, the major product formed in the given acid catalyzed reaction is, and the correct answer is option D, this structure. The next question is, India's first central drug laboratory was established at, and the correct answer is option C, at Kolkata. Next question is, given below are two statements. Statement 1 is, Drugs Controller General of India is the chairman of Drugs Technical Advisory Board. And statement 2 is, in DTAB there will be 8 ex officio members, 5 nominated and 5 elected members. So in light of these above two statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. So the correct answer for this question is option number D, that is statement 1 is correct, incorrect, and statement 2 is correct. The next question is, as per the Pharmacy Act, in the composition of Pharmacy Council of India, the total number of ex officio members is, and the correct answer is option number A, 3. Next question is, the process of establishing a product in the minds of target customer is called as, and the correct answer is option A, product positioning. Next question is, of the following, which one is exempted from importing into India without the requirement of a license? And the correct answer is option C, lactose. Next question is, Boston Consulting Group BCG matrix is used for, and the correct answer is option C, it is used for product portfolio management. Next question is, the prescription price consists of, and the correct answer is option D, it consists of cost of ingredients and professional fee only. Next question is, dash is the practice of pharmacy in private and government owned hospitals, health maintenance organizations, clinics, walk-in health centers and nursing homes. So the correct answer is option C, that is health system pharmacy is a practice of pharmacy. Next question is, hospital formulary contains information on the following parameters except, and the correct answer is option C, pricing. Next question is, a typical skin cream consists of stearic acid, potassium hydroxide, glycerin, water, preservative and perfume would be commonly known as, and the correct answer is option number B, finishing cream. Next question is, which of the following is not a cause for the drug undergoing non-linear pharmacokinetics? And the correct answer is option B, enzyme induction. Next question is, the intracellular fluid volume including those of the blood cells is approximately, and the correct answer is option number 7 liters. Next question is, which one of the following is a rate equation for second order Y molecular reaction if A and B are the initial concentrations of A and B respectively, and X is the concentration of each species reacting in time t, and K is the, And the correct answer is option number B, that is K is equal to 2.303 by T into 1 minus A whole into log B A minus X divided by A minus A multiplied by B minus X. So option B is correct for this question. Next question is, which of the following vehicle is intended to be used in the manufacture of injectable products to be sterilized after preparation? So the correct answer is option B, water for injection USP. Next question is, in the process of sugar coating to prevent moisture penetration into the tablet core, which one of the following step is performed? And the correct answer is option A, seal coating. Next question is, which of the following dryers is a static bed dryer? And the correct answer is option A, freeze dryer. Next question is, which of the following instrument is used to determine surface area and pore structure of pharmaceutical powders? And the correct answer is option C, Quentasol. Next question is, in the process of extraction, if maceration is accomplished by heating the drug and solvent in a closed vessel, then this modification is known as, and the correct answer is option A, digestion. Next question is, the below mentioned complex is not the type of inclusion compound, and the correct answer is option number B, quinhydron complex. Next question is, match list 1 with list 2, and the list 1 contain the crystallizer and the list 2 contain properties. So the first crystallizer, that is Swinson-Walker crystallizer, so it correctly matches with option number Q, that is cooling alone. For crystal crystallizer, it correctly matches with option number R, that is evaporation. For vacuum crystallizer, it correctly matches with option number P, that is adiabatic cooling. And for forced circulation type crystallizer, it correctly matches with option number S, that is heat exchange, separation and circulation. So option number D is correct for this question. Next question is, oral efficacy of 7 polio vaccine can be adequately explained by which of the following processes of absorption? And the correct answer is option D, pinocytosis. Next question is, match the list 1 with list 2. In the list 1, the first option is when two doses forms have equal Tmax. Then, so this statement correctly matches with option number Q, that is absorption rate constants are equal. For second statement, that is AUC values of can be compared to measure relative bioavailability, and the correct answer for this is option number P, that is when their total body clearance is constant. Next is urinary data is valid to measure bioavailability, and it correctly matches with urinary data is valid to measure bioavailability, and it correctly matches with option number S, that is excretion of drug or metabolite is related to the bioavailable dose. The fourth statement is Cmax is proportional to the rate of absorption, and the correct answer for this is option R, that is when friction absorbed and elimination rate is constant. So option number A is correct for this. Actually the option D is written as same, so you can write it, and D also same. So A and D are the correct answers. Then coming to next question. So in this question, two statements are given. Statement 1 is vertical long tube evaporator is also called as a rising film evaporator, And statement 2 is falling film evaporator is also called as forced circulation type evaporator. So in the light of these above statements, choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. So the correct answer is option number C, that is statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Next question is, given below are two statements, one is labeled as assertion A and the other is labeled as reason R. So assertion A is, during the process of decomposition in tablet manufacturing, expansion occurs in some tablets. Reason R is, expansion occurs in some tablets because of plastic deformation that has occurred during compression process. So in the light of the above statements, choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the correct answer for this is option C, that is statement A is true, what R is false. Next question is, so in this question two statements are given. One is labeled assertion A and the other is reason R. So in this assertion A is, the pressure filling method for filling pharmaceutical aerosol is usually preferred over cold filling method. And reason R is, because with a pressure filling method high production speed can be achieved and less propellant is lost. So in the light of above statements, choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the correct answer for this is option A, that is these both statements assertion A and reason R, these both are correct and R is the correct explanation of A. The next question is, which one of the following statement hold true for passive diffusion? And the correct answer is option B, that is rate of drug transfer is directly proportional to the concentration gradient between GI fluids and the blood compartment. Next question is, select correct options for miscible solvents. One is water and alcohol, second is third is water and benzene, fourth is carbon tetrachloride and benzene. So choose the correct answer from the options given below. So the correct answer for this is option C, that is option number 1, option number 2 and option number 4, not option 3. The next question is, which of the following is most appropriate to crystal? And the correct answer is option D, that is all these statements are appropriate to crystal, give hands, characteristics, geometrical shapes and sharp melting points. The next question is, water for injection is prepared by using distillation. So the correct answer is option number C, by simple distillation. Next question is, decrease in effective surface area available to the dissolution medium leading to a fall in the dissolution rate may happen due to which one of the following reasons? And the correct answer is option D, due to the surface charges due to extreme particle size reduction. Next question is, which one of the following manufacturing facility may not be required for oral solid dosage form? And the correct answer is option number D, aseptic filling. Next question is, the temperature at which the solubility of the surfactant is equal to the CMC is called as, and the correct answer is option B, Kraft point. Next question is, Cottrell's method is used for the measurement of, and the correct answer is option number B, deviation of boiling point. Next question is, which of the following is an example of a thermosetting plastic material? And the correct answer is option D, urethanes. Next question is, given below are two statements, one is labeled as assertion A and the other is labeled as reason R. So assertion A is, in the manufacturing of glycerol gelatin suppositories, overfilling of mold is necessary. And reason R is, glycerol gelatin bases contract very little on cooling and the excess cannot be gently removed or neatly removed. So in the light of the above statements, choose the correct answers from the options given below. So the correct answer for this is option number A is false but R is true. Here the options will be A, B, C and D. So in that case the option this one is correct. That is statement A is false but R is true. The next question is which of the following conjugation reactions does not require reaction with an activated conjugating agent? And the correct answer is option D, glutathione conjugation. Next question is which of the following material are specified as a suitable diluent for powdered opium? First is powdered grass, second is powdered cocoa husk, third is lactose colored with burnt sugar, and fourth is powdered digitalis. Now choose the correct answers from the options given below. So the correct answer for this question is option number C, that is statement 2 and statement 3. Next question is drugs A, B, and C follow zero order, first order, and second order degradation kinetics, respectively, what have the same rate constant? Which of the following statement is true in this respect? And the correct answer is option number C, that is drug C will be the first to degrade by 50%. Next question is in the process of adding lubricant to a granulation, the lubricant is divided finally by passing it through a 60 to 100 mesh nylon cloth onto the granulation. In production, this process is called as the lubricant, and the correct answer is option A, lubricant bottling. Next question is in this two statements are given. Statement 1 is the problem of declining potency is an unstable preparation and can be ameliorated by the addition of an excess or overage of the active ingredient. And statement 2 is overages are added to the formulations to keep the ingredient well compatible with therapeutic requirements for a predetermined period of time. So the correct answer for this is option C, that is statement 1 is correct and statement 2 is incorrect. Next question is stability index determined for evaluating the stability of oil water viscous emulsions based on electric conductivity changes during non-destructive short heating cooling heating cycles. So the correct answer for this question is option D, that is statement 1 and statement 4 is true. Next question is which of the following statements are true about prions? So first statement is prion is a type of infectious protein. Second is prions contain single stranded RNA. Third is Creutzfeldt-Jakob disease, that is CJD, is not caused by prion. And fourth is prions are even more difficult to destroy than bacterial spores. Now choose the correct answers from the given options. And the correct answer is option D, that is statement 1, 2 and statement 4 are true regarding prions, but statement 3 is not true. Next question is which of the following statements are true? Statement 1 is bacteria are categorized underneath the kingdom Monera. Second is protista are unicellular and eukaryotic organisms. Third is yeast and molds are under kingdom fungi. Fourth is multinucleated higher fungi are under animalia. Now choose the correct answers from the options given below. And the correct answer is option A, that is 1, 2 and 3 statement are correct and fourth is not. Next question is heme is And the correct answer is option A. It is an iron containing tetrapyrrole. Next question is, all enzymes accelerate the reaction rates by, and the correct answer is option A, by lowering activation energy barrier for a reaction. Next question is, which one of the following is not a phospholipid? And the correct answer is option D, galactosylceramide is not a phospholipid. Next question is, given below are two statements. Statement 1 is, glucose 6 phosphate can be formed from glucose but not from glycogen. And statement 2 is, glucose 1 phosphate may be hydrolyzed to yield free glucose. Choose the most appropriate answer from the options given below. And the correct answer is option B, that is statement 1 and statement 2 both are incorrect. Next question is, which of the following statement is false? So the false statement among these is option number C, basic dyes are not sensitive to alkalis. So last question for this paper is, citric acid cycle is a final pathway during the oxidation of, and the correct answer is option D, that is all of these, which includes carbohydrates, lipids and proteins. So option D is correct. So अभी ये GPAT वाली सीरीज अभी पूरी कंप्लीट हो गई है. So thank you very much for listening.